Markup versus margin. Markup or margin? Markup or margin? What are you using in your construction business? Why does it matter? Should you be concerned? Yes, you should be. If this is something you struggle with or you've never even thought about, you do want to listen to this video just for the next few minutes. One of the things I realized when I left my home country, Jamaica, to, be in Canada was that a lot of times there was a misconception with the time. So in Jamaica, if you say something is going to start at 10 o'clock, it can be 11, 12, or even 1 o'clock, right? For most Jamaicans. However, in Canada, if it's supposed to start at 10, it means 10. So I had to come with that realization that it's really the real time. You got to be on time. And another thing I noticed was that persons will still from time to time, if they know, Jamaicans have that connection with Jamaicans, if this is going to be the time for an event, they'll be like, is it going to start Jamaican time or actual time? So it's like that was one of the things to really grapple with. And it led me to realize that different words, the same words, can mean different things depending on the culture. And so it is so important to be clear, especially when there's some ambiguity or uncertainty. It is so important to be clear. So when it comes to markup and margin in your construction business, it is different, right? It's both of them are calculating profits in different ways. But if you don't know the difference, what that is going to lead to is that you're going to price out your jobs wrong. You're not going to be accounting for all the profits, all the expenses that you need to be accounting for. And of course, that doesn't put your business in a very good position. So as a business owner and entrepreneur and CEO, you need to know what is the difference between markup and margin. So markup is simply where you are calculating your profits as a percentage of cost. You're calculating your profits as a percentage of the cost. And margin is where you are calculating your profit as a percentage of the sales. I hope you can see it. And my writing is not the best. I'm using my son's board there, their whiteboard. So what does that mean for your business? That means that if you are thinking about the profits that you want to have in relation to your cost, you need to know that you're talking about markup. And if you say, okay, I want a 20% profit on this job, that is really for markup. It's going to be markup. If you want if you're marking up the cost by 20%, that is really markup. And if you're using markup alone, you are not taking into consideration the other expenses that are. My thing is going out here. Sorry, I gotta plug this in. Okay. Technical issues there. Sorry about that. So what that means is that your markup as a percentage of profits as a percentage of your cost, that is leading you to not take into account other expenses which lead to your profit. So remember, you have sales, your costs, then your expenses, and then you do have your profits. So if it's a situation where you're like saying, I'm just marking up my product by just 20%, bear in mind that you have not taken into account other expenses such as utilities, insurance, right? If you might have certain marketing, advertising that are going to be included in this training as well, that's going to be related to you offering this product or this service. So you do want to bear in mind that when you are calculating your profits, you are thinking about the right factor. You are thinking about it thoroughly. So if you say, okay, I want this amount of margin, margin you are looking at based on comparing your sales to your profit. What is it that you really want? So you need to bear these different factors in mind, these different calculations, because if you're not using these variables, markup and margin, if you're not using these concepts properly in your business, it's leading you to underprice. It's leading you to not be profitable. It's leading you to, not, you know, being able to ultimately have cash in your bank account. You're not being able to be positioned to pay for your taxes when it's tax time as well. So it is important as a business owner, an entrepreneur, CEO, that you do understand these concepts. They are different. I know sometimes some persons grapple with understanding it, and that's understood. But if you're not clear, if you want to really bear that understanding more, if you want to dive more deeper into what both these concepts mean, then let's have a conversation. Reach out to me or just leave a message in the comments, and I'll connect back with you so that we can have these concepts clearly understood in your business. When you understand these concepts, you'll be able to apply them well in your business. You'll be able to see, okay, your pricing is changed. You're going to have a less risk of having project overruns in your business, and so much more. So markup and margin, there are two different concepts in your business. In the whole realm of construction especially, it is important to understand these two concepts. They do impact how you operate your business, how profitable you are in your business as well. You can definitely send me an inbox if you want to learn more about these concepts, these strategies. How do they position in your business as well? So signing off, I am Kersha Campbell, passionate about helping business owners say goodbye to frustration, overwhelm about the state of your business, right? The financial confusion and so much more. And do remember that the number one reason your business will fail is lack of paying attention to your cash flow and your financial numbers. Bye, guys.